It has been nearly 4 months since a hit and run took the life of a retired police officer's son. Mark McDonald was killed this summer by a driver who did not stop to help. You see the scene right here. Now his family is seeking more than justice. They want to see change that will close a legal loophole and hold drivers behind hit and runs accountable. NBC 10's Shaira Arias spoke exclusively with the family.
It is very hard being a grieving parent and reaching out to people for answers or for help. And it's like nobody is answering.
Angela McDonald says the lack of justice in her son's murder case keeps her up at night. Mark McDonald was struck on his way home by a driver who did not stop and render aid. The crash happened on Delancey Street near 58th Street on July 31st. Shortly after the hit and run, he passed away. I spoke to Angela, who told me her son had dreamed of following in her footsteps to become a police officer.
All I want to do is be heard. I want answers. I want somebody held accountable, because I don't want my son just to be a statistic.
Months later, and police say the vehicle involved had been recovered, but no one has been charged.
If the owner does not want to participate or is not willing to give the police something, then they should be held accountable.
Somebody needs to answer the cry, and we are crying. You know what I mean? And some days it's literal tears. The laws in Philadelphia are so antiquated, and we actually have a plan.
Now the family is pushing for change. They want a statewide law that would hold car owners accountable if their vehicle is involved in a serious hit and run, and they don't report it or ID the driver within 48 hours. They are also calling for mandatory minimum prison time of 5 years for fatal hit and runs, with tougher penalties for repeat offenders. Other proposals include requiring front and rear license plates to make drivers easier to identify and creating a state fund to support families of hit and run victims. In Philadelphia alone, 31 pedestrians and cyclists died in a hit-and-run incident in 2024. This year, so far, 12 people have died. Though an improvement, the family wants more done.
Mark's law is so important to us because not only is it going to allow us to get some form of closure, but it's also advocacy for other families.
This, to me, means celebrating my brother's life, celebrating his existence on this planet.
State Representative Almond Brown plans to sponsor the legislative proposal.
I'm big on accountability. And look, if you hit someone, you need to pull over, right? And let the process happen. Whether you were right, whether you were wrong. But families need closure.
The McDonald family believes someone is withholding information from police.
How can you as a person sleep at night knowing what you did or having information about what was done?
Now, this case is still under investigation. Police say if anyone has any information about what happened, they want to hear from you. In Philadelphia, Shaira Arias, NBC 10 News.